Hey, Dr. Osborne here. Today we have a viewer question from Patricia. Patricia says that she lost her balance because of gluten sensitivity about 5 years ago, and she's been forced to use a walker to ambulate her to move around. Now, her question is this: is it possible to regain her capacity for balance and walking after being gluten-free, and what can she do to expedite this? This is a big one. There's a condition called cerebellar ataxia, which is most likely what Patricia was given the diagnosis of. It's very well known and established that this condition is caused by gluten sensitivity. Remember that gluten is a neurotoxin and it can damage the areas in your brain that regulate your balance. So it can cause a lot of dizziness, inability to walk, balance issues, can make life very, very hard. So what can you do? Obviously, you want to be gluten-free, but take it a step further. Remember how the FDA defines what gluten-free is. They define it as going wheat, barley, and rye-free. The definition allows for corn, it allows for rice, it allows for oats and other grains. Now, what researchers are finding is many of these quote-unquote gluten-free grains actually do have gluten in them. They're different forms of gluten, and many people react to these different forms of gluten as well. There have been about a dozen studies now on corn gluten causing these types of problems. So if you're on a gluten-free diet and you're navigating yourself over to that gluten-free food aisle in the grocery store, buying the corn-based products, eating corn chips, corn pastas, rice pastas, oatmeal, those types of things, that may be part of your problem. You may still have persistent damage that isn't healing or repairing because you're still getting exposure to gluten, just not the traditional form of gluten called alpha-gluten. Number two, remember that years of gluten exposure can cause damage to the GI tract, which leads to malabsorption of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. And one of the big ones that I see associated with cerebellar ataxia or loss of balance, inability to walk, muscle weakness, those types of symptoms is vitamin B12 deficiency. Remember, vitamin B12 is critical. It's a critical vitamin. Your body has to have it. You cannot get it, you can't make it, you have to eat it, right? And it only really comes from animal-based foods. So vitamin B12 deficiency can cause nerve damage. It's important for the production of what's called the myelin sheath, that coating that wraps around your nerves and helps insulate them so that they can communicate to your brain about your balance, about your positioning, about your strength, and what your muscles are doing. So you may have a deficiency in vitamin B12 that has not yet been fully discovered or fully eradicated or corrected. And this is a very, very common thing post going gluten-free. Many people that I test in my practice are gluten sensitive and subsequently have a vitamin B12 deficiency. And one of the reasons why is that gluten damages the parts of the intestine and the stomach that help you absorb vitamin B12 from your diet. So the years of gluten exposure, the years of intestinal and stomach damage can cause that vitamin B12 deficiency. That B12 deficiency can lead to the neurological symptoms and problems. So if you've gone gluten-free and you're not really fully healing and recovering, definitely you want to look at B12. Now, one more caveat to that, don't look for B12 in your serum. If your doctor runs serum B12 levels and you're supplementing with B12, you're going to get artificially high readings. You want to do an intracellular vitamin B12 analysis. So you want to make sure that you're measuring the type of vitamin B12 that's inside the cell, not floating in the bloodstream, because the B12, in order for it to work, needs to get into your cell. Now, there are two other markers that you can ask your doctor to run. One is called homocysteine, very important marker, and could mean, if it's high, it could mean you have a vitamin B12 deficiency. Another marker your doctor might have access to that's not a specialty test is something called MMA, methylmalonic acid. And an abnormality in MMA could also indicate you have a vitamin B12 deficiency. So look at those things and see if that doesn't help you start making a better recovery, and hopefully you'll be able to put that walker down soon. Look, this is Dr. Osborne with Pick Dr. Osborne's Brain. Thanks so much for submitting your questions. And if you have a question that you would like to submit, please email me at glutenology@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to help get you an answer. And as always, please make sure you're sharing these videos with somebody that you love and someone that you know. Our mission is to help 100 million people. # save 100 million lives. we've got a lot of medical misinformation. We've got a lot of myths and ideologies that are antiquated and that are just directly harmful to people's health in the nutrition industry. So we want you to help us share real truth and real helpful information. So don't hesitate to share this video with somebody that you love. This is Dr. Osborne. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.